So it seems like after a year of stalling, Logan Paul is finally doing something about the people that were scammed from CryptoZoo. So he made a post saying that he's doing a buyback program that's going to run through now to February 8th so that people who got scammed can get some sort of money back that was lost. The total pool amount of the actual buyback is going to be $2.3 million, and that's a lot of money. But then you find out the total amount that people are scammed from or out of was 18.5 million. Even the Twitter community post tells you that Logan Paul's buyback program only accounts to 12% of overall damages. And actually, by choosing to do the buyback program, you waive your right to sue Logan. He didn't start this buyback program because he felt bad. He's doing it to stop getting sued, because he could have actually paid back the 18 million in full around the whole time the whole thing happened. Because the whole crypto thing started back in late 2022, and on January 2023 he went on a radio show with KSI and revealed that in the first year of Prime they made $250 million in just retail sales. They made 110 million gross internally, and that was just for a year. And just in January alone, they made $40 million with just the profits from 1 month of Prime. They could have given back everything that was scammed. Not most, but they could have fully refunded everyone. So this whole thing could have got solved back when the whole thing originally happened, and he wouldn't be getting sued, and the people already would have gotten their refund back a full year at this point.
The numbers?
Yeah, I want the numbers.
What are we dealing with here?
All right.
Come on.
Oh, God.
In year one,
Yeah.
we cleared $110 million in retail sales.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, excuse me. 250 million in retail sales.
Oh, sorry. That was a little mistake.
110 million gross internally. In January of this year, we did 45 million.
Oh,
Wow.
only in January?
Yeah.
You have people saying, well, he's doing something now, when others complain about how he took an entire year. But the only difference is that now he's gonna lose money. Why would the victims from last year care about someone they trusted because of the promises that he made? He didn't care for them, so why should they? And what, you want them to just forgive and forget because he's giving some back? He's only giving 12%, but just with the 8 people that CoffeeZilla interviewed, those 8 people lost $750,000, and one guy lost $500,000. So if he does that buyback program, he's taking a quarter of the whole entire buyback pool. And what happens to the other people who didn't get it fast enough? Look, granted, the people who actually invested were just dumb, because you shouldn't have trusted Logan Paul when it comes to your money, considering the amount of scam coins he's done in the past. There have been a few coins that he's done that he's just promoting, saying that he's just an investor in the coin and he believes in it, only to find out in the end that he actually founded the coin. Overall though, I still don't understand how people invest in influencer coins, because there are so many cases where it's a lie from the start and the whole thing's just a pump and dump, which Logan himself has done in the past. If you had the same track record as Logan Paul and you want to do a crypto coin or a cryptocurrency, nobody would invest, because you can see what he's done in the past with these currencies with a simple Google search. But people still trust him. And why would this time be any different? You trusted him, you invested in him, only for you to be done in by him. Because most of the people who lost their money were actual adults with families. You had people losing entire down payments worth because of these scams. Look, just never trust an influencer with investments. But overall, you lost your money through Logan Paul's coin. Who can you really blame other than yourself for doing so? In the post, he talks about the people who stole from him being bad actors. Because if you don't remember, there was 5 people high up with Logan Paul, being his assistant Danny, his manager Jeff, Crypto King, who was previously Pokemon Guru, where if you don't remember, he was selling really old Pokemon booster box when the whole trend was happening. And one of the things that he got caught on was that these guys, they bought something from him. It was a really old one, and they were live streaming the whole thing. So while live waiting for him, he got there, they gave him the money, they gave him the box, or he gave him the box, and they want to open it live. So everyone who was watching knew that it was genuine. So the box was supposed to be sealed, but turns out it was a resealed box, and some of the packs inside it were from different booster boxes that were already open. The only reason why I can think that he's a high up in CryptoZoo was because he sold Logan Paul a few cards and booster boxes that seemed like they were real. So other than that, that's the only relationship I've seen. he could have helped Logan in the past with crypto stuff because he changed his name from Pokemon Guru to Crypto King though. And the last guy was the lead developer of the whole game, being Eddie, whose entire identity was a lie. Some of the stuff that he said was that he helped the Eagles win the Super Bowl, he worked for the CIA, and the last thing was that he was an orphan, which I don't know why you would even lie about though, because really there's no benefit in saying that, I'm an orphan. The only thing that was true though about his whole identity and the reason why he's a lead developer was because of his connections to actual millionaires and billionaires vouching for him. So when CoffeeZilla presented all this proof to the world that these people were running CryptoZoo, do you want to know what Logan did? He didn't thank him for telling him that his team was actually corrupted. No. He actually wanted to sue CoffeeZilla for it. But, not sure for what, because how would you sue him? Because, he showed so much proof. Because I feel like, it was kind of Logan's job to run a background check on who he was hiring. But the way that he kind of framed it made it seem like it was someone else's fault because of how long the whole thing was going on for. I can't remember when Logan actually took accountability for his mistakes. And the mistake that he made this time was that he decided not to check. And what's kind of funny is that in the post of the buyback, he's talking about suing Eddie and Crypto King, showing the full report. I'm not sure what to call it. I guess lawsuit. But the thing's like 46 pages. Because basically the whole undertone of the entire buyback post was to get people to do the buyback so they can't sue him. Because it's a class action lawsuit going against him. Because the lawsuit is being led by a team of lawyers who run a YouTube channel, or one of them does at least, and his name is Attorney Tom. He made a video about the situation telling other people that if you do the buyback, you waive your right to sue Logan. How he's gonna sue Logan is through a class action lawsuit, since for it, you need a lot of people to talk, which is why Logan is doing the buyback in the first place. Because the more people who do the refund, the less people that can actually help with the lawsuit against Logan. With how the whole thing is going, hopefully they get enough people for the lawsuit, since really there are a lot of people who want to see Logan get sued for his actions. And the game that he promised that was gonna happen no matter what, he says it's never gonna happen. Cause even when everything was going badly for him, he said the one thing that was gonna happen was that he was gonna launch the game no matter what. He said that the game cost him $400,000. As if we were supposed to feel bad. Because realistically, how long is it going to take him to make that money back with Prime? A couple hours, maybe a day, maybe two. Because he said he makes $40 million in January. Or he was making $40 million in the beginning of January. Which is about $1.3 million a day. And with businesses, they're expected to grow. So at this point in time, he could be making at least $2 million a day. So what's really $400,000 to someone like that? He also said that the people who bought tokens will not be able to participate in the buyback because they're gamblers. But wasn't the whole point of the token to buy eggs for the game? His whole idea is that if it involves the game, you can participate in the buyback. But how are you supposed to get the eggs and play the game that you promised without the tokens? Then you had the post that KSI made that was kind of rubbing people the wrong way. So he posted, "What do the haters gotta say now?" Look, there are people that hate Logan Paul, but that's really because of what he's done and how he hasn't faced any accountability or consequences for his actions. And these haters that he's talking about are the people who lost money from these scams. Because what's the line between being a hater and wanting someone to face accountability? He only decided to do something once it started affecting him. But what about the victims who've been asking for their money back or anything since last year? You and Logan are both multi-millionaire partners in a business that's expected to hit billions. And you're trying to dog on people who lost tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars. These haters, you say, want Logan to face his actions for what he's done, and he's only giving back 12% as a countermeasure for not getting sued. They have the right to be angry about the whole situation, and now that they're getting close to some sort of control back and power over Logan because of the lawsuit, they should just stop and accept the buyback. You then had KSI making another post to try to help Logan's image up since he's the other face of Prime. Because if this whole situation goes on more, it could make KSI's wallet feel a little bit lighter than usual. Because look, he can deny it, but everyone on the entire internet knows he's only defending him because of Prime. And do you know why? Because no one else runs an expected billion-dollar company with him. Because look, not even their own brothers are trying to defend them. because they know Logan's in the wrong. He then talks about how Logan is trying his best to help those affected. But how though? Those people who invested into the coins for the game, he called gamblers, and they're not getting any sort of money back. And the other people who are, they're only getting back a fraction of what they lost. It took a whole year, and Logan only started talking about it again because he doesn't want to get sued and get in any more legal trouble because people are closing in. When people were pleading on Twitter, what did he do? He blocked them on Twitter instead of actually doing something to help. How does that contribute to your point of saying he's trying his best? You yourself didn't write any examples of how he helped those affected because there aren't any in the first place. After early 2023, he swept those people under the rug and started making more money for himself through other means like the WWE. Then KSI brings up the fact that people are forgetting that he currently has another project called 99 Originals in the NFT space that is quite successful. But he doesn't bring up the fact that the other 4 coins that Logan has done before ZooCoin were scam coins, being Dink Doink, Felon, Elongate, and Liquid Marketplace. Really, I only knew about Dink Doink, but for the other stuff, apparently he was advertising it saying that it's gonna go well and he's an investor. Turns out the whole thing was a pump and dump, and he created the coins behind the scenes. You also had Crypto King, the guy that's Logan suing, in the comments talking about the wrongs that 99 Originals apparently had, being that the people who bought the 99 Originals were supposed to get a 1% revenue share from Logan's side of Prime, and how some people haven't got the physical copy of the 99 Originals, because the whole point of it was that it was an original photo, it looked nice, and it was on a Polaroid physical copy that one person owned. It's been more than a year since he made the whole documentary, since the whole point of the documentary was to show the progress of how he was able to do the entire project. And by the end of each picture of how he showed it, he showed how much he made from that picture. Granted, he might have given it out and Crypto King might be lying, but you never know with Logan, because each picture was like a minimum of 10 grand, average was like 20 to 40 grand per picture, and some were going as high as 70 grand. And the total that he made from 99 Originals was coincidentally $2.3 million, which is the same amount he's given in the buyback. Anyone saying or thinking I label the victims as hater from my previous post are clearly wrong and are looking for yet another reason to blindly put me down. But this part of the tweet kind of felt odd to me because he kind of did. The whole thing that he's doing is used for ulterior motives. And people just wanted Logan to take accountability for what happened. And, you kind of called them haters. Because the whole thing, name one time Logan actually took accountability for the people that got scammed. And what also kind of rubbed me the wrong way was that KSI tried to purposely put himself down to make people feel bad for some reason. Saying that, I'm kind of used to the hate after all these years of being a creator. People are trying to explain the magnitude of Logan's actions, but it seems like KSI turns away when someone tries to explain it. I mean, if I was a co-founder of an expected billion-dollar company, I probably wouldn't do the same as him, but it's kind of respectable going against the masses, knowing your partner is completely in the wrong. Then he says that, I don't know anything about crypto, I lost millions. Like, okay, what do you want me to do with this information? The only difference between you and the average person who got scammed is that you make millions. The average person, if they lost millions, they would be in debt for actual years, decades, not possibly a generation. Because how is that supposed to make anyone feel better? Was that where you're going for? Were you trying to connect with other people? Because there are so many things wrong with that. You make your money back and probably more in a month's time. With YouTube, Prime, Sidemen stuff, other thing, you have so many things. Happen to the average person? Years, decades even. He was making the currency that got people scammed. You're buying other coins and currencies from other people. Logan blocked people when they asked him about refunds and help. And if you're gonna play on the corporate side of things, that's on you. But it would have been better if he just didn't say anything at all, because at least your reputation would have been safe. And really, because of that tweet, everyone in the comments was really just disappointed that KSI did something like this. Because what he said was kind of dumb. Because look, if both of you had the time to flex on a radio show that you were making 40 million in a single month, why didn't you do anything with that money and actually help the people that were affected, like you said Logan was doing? That's about it. If you liked and sub, if you sub, you might get another video.